Like, talked about Mos Def, shouted out Lil Wayne, all that shit. I think Pharrell produced the track. He came out with SLR2 responding to Kendrick Lamar when he did his Control verse. And he came out with SLR3 on like a different project. He was just crazy rapping on there. When Lupe dropped an SLR, something big. It's like when Lil Wayne was dropping The Droughts. Except these just songs. Like when you hear one of these, like you know it's that time. So I'm online and I see SLR 3.5. I'm like, first of all, that's mad disrespectful. Royce ain't even worth a whole nother number. He ain't worth SLR 4. He just SLR 3.5. And when I say like this nigga cooked him, like, and I love Royce the 5'9". Like I've been playing the Allegory probably for like a year straight. Like, the Allegory, that album, dope as fuck. But when I say, like, Lupe clean smoked him, like, he clean smoked him. Like, clean smoked him, bro. Like, if you like rap, rap, and not niggas harmonizing and shit, like, you want some real bars, listen to Lambda, and then listen to SLR 3.5. Like, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, them niggas was rapping. I don't know if it's gonna be responses to come after this, but when I say them niggas was getting off, like it was so prevalent and just in your face that Lupe was losing his mind. I let Mrs. Michael Stein hear it, and it's a particular excerpt from this song, and Lupe says, if it wasn't for Premier, if it wasn't for nigga, I got a dozen more. Talking about Royce's in this particular part of the rap, he was talking about how Royce always had a whole bunch of motherfuckers helping his career. DJ Premier, Eminem, Crooked Eye, Interscope, the whole Aftermath, Shady Dre, all this shit. And that's what that line was. Like, he came out of nowhere and dropped that shit. It's like, oh my God, that's mad disrespectful. Like, definitely listen to it.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
I
just wrote it down. I gotta say
Lambda, LAMBDA from Royce the 5'9", and SLR 3 1/2 3.5.
Yeah. But I did have one little simple three.
Well, I'm just gonna continue going. Like, ladies and gentlemen, like, you know, I took like a brief pause, and then it's got to a point where it's gotten so good that I keep it going. I'm gonna edit and post it and fix it. But, you know, we're going to keep it going. So, it's too hot right now. We're going to keep it going. Our energy is going.
The only comment I got off of what you said is, like, how he said something about you a good rapper, like, best rapper, you do this, and the other.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. You could be a good rapper, but at the end of the day, you still practice. Kobe didn't come Kobe without being in the gym practicing. He might have been a good player at the beginning, but he became great by practicing. Same thing as rappers. I mean, you might start off and you might actually be able to
stay on the beat type shit.
But then at the same time, you still got to practice. You might be at home just coming up with words and just trying to put things together, read a dictionary, learning new. You still practice to become the greatest rapper.
For sure.
To damn, I swear, not harmonize, but bring your skill together.
Yeah.
And because to me, I was getting ready, I was listening to what you were saying. And I was thinking, well, some people might not be able to rap off the top of their head. They might, like, I can sit up here and write some cold-ass raps. I can sit down, put the pen to paper, and I can put out a cold-ass song where you have me get on spot, and I'm going to be like, oh, fuck, I can't come up with it that quick. But if I want the title Greatest Rapper Alive, that's something I'm going to have to correct.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start practicing and working on that to come off the top of the head now.
Yeah.
And I know that's also off topic, but it goes in what Gunner's saying. Is that one of the reasons why when, like, let me try to phrase this because it's going in towards a question. Like, well, Lil Wayne just started, Lil Wayne started off with Cash Money. The Block is Hot. Me personally, I was like, all right, cool, that's the song and everything else. But the moment that you really started appreciating Lil Wayne was when he started doing the mixtapes of Squad Up, and then he went in towards his mixtape era. Yeah, because at that time.
We're listen to some Squad Up one day, because I fuck with.
Yeah.
Nah, fucks with the homie, man. Sorry.
Yeah. So going towards that, was that one of the reasons that you think that Lil Wayne at that moment, his era, was like nobody couldn't really touch that era. Meaning, like, you know, he was freestyling like non-stop, mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. It was quality over quantity.
It was also
do you feel like that was probably that?
It was the content,
yeah,
and it was the quantity. Yeah. Like you didn't have a chance to argue with Lil Wayne because by the time you finished one mixtape, it was another mixtape. Wayne in the Wings with consistent. He was consistent.
Same thing like DMX. DMX wasn't a good freestyler, but he said he'd go in the studio and write 7 songs in one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his shit was good.
Yeah. Like everybody the good thing about EO Dub, to you know, piggyback on what you said, it's ongoing. So like Osiris won. Well, Osiris he the top dog for now.
Right.
And then if you want to stay on top, you need to consistently.
You got to defend your title.
You got to consistently. Yeah.
No, I mean, I get all of that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying because you said Lupe's argument was about being the best rapper. Like you really do this or something. You ain't writing. You ain't something. I'm like, nah. Because to get there, you probably started there. Yeah. But you still got to practice to get
for sure.
Yeah, you just ain't naturally the best.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
why I was putting
Jordan even practice.
Yeah, that's why I was putting in Lil Wayne. I was like, do you feel like from what you guys? I'm just taking what y'all saying and I'm using Lil Wayne as an example.
Yeah.
Do you think that was like when he was saying that, like to be, like, if you're going to be the greatest rapper, period, or the greatest rapper alive?
Well, yeah.
That's the only part I can think about that song where he had that intro, the greatest rapper alive. That mother came up to me with a camera talking about he want to battle me, this, that, and the other. He's like, look, man, I really do this, man. And then he was the greatest rapper alive. Like, I mean, that's all I'm hearing when we talk about greatest rapper alive.
And I mean, he said,
Lil Wayne.
He said it. I don't know, when you have a self-proclaimed title like best rapper alive. When Jay said it at that time, when the Black Album came out. It don't matter if you didn't like Jay-Z. Like, niggas was bumping Dirt Off Your Shoulders. Niggas was bumping Public Service Announcement. Niggas was bumping Change Clothes. Like, you was fucking with Jay even if you wasn't fucking with Jay. When most people...
we just generalizing.
At the end of the song...
I had to get in with that.
When he said, end of Dirt Off Your Shoulders, best rapper alive, that's not only making a declarative statement, that's an open invitation. And anybody else who was rapping at that time, you couldn't dethrone them. You couldn't beat them. You couldn't beat them sales wise. You couldn't beat them spins wise.
But see, and that's also one of the things. How do you measure best rapper alive?
The only lexicon that we can maybe give any kind of credence to is the lexicon of the public. And at that time, if you polled all rap listeners, they'd be like, yo, J Bout got it, and his contemporaries would agree.
Because what I'm saying
at that time,
I'm not that big on rap as far as like there's certain people that I might not even heard of that's cold as fuck.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna just use Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah,
there's other. I can't think of some like Tyler Quali. There's some people out there that like got some cold ass flows, and motherfuckers will listen to them all day over Jay-Z.
Yeah,
even
but
like
when
Common,
you sit up there, but not everybody kind of like, let's say, fuck with that. Jay-Z a little bit more commercial is what I want to say. Versus his people over here.
That are more true to the lyrics and a little bit more underground.
Yeah, you got
so
people.
How do you judge that? Like, he's being commercial, so he's getting his sales up, getting the public because he's being commercial. But while fucking Lupe over here just sticking true to the rap, cold as fuck. Like, everybody who fuck with him know he better than Jay-Z, kind of thing.
But then I can give it. But then not to interrupt, but I can give you the same argument about J. Cole because would you put on underground? Or commercial because
J. Cole is like
he's right there.
The word of mouth of J. Cole is like his marketing.
Yeah,
like, he don't say shit about the album. He say like, "Hey, bro, I'm dropping the album this day." He say shit else about the album. Come out with the album,
and it still go
one thing to promote the album
and
without features.
He produces his own shit.
Yeah,
features.
Yeah. Like this made me think of the album of the year freestyle when he was like, I got the lyrics put up when that boy was like, he was like, KLD album of the year, undebatably my cadence be the greatest we've seen since the late MC, whose name was the Notorious. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm self-proclaiming shit, and then it's like, his consistent, like, shit, it shows in his work. And it's like, nigga, I don't I don't have to do promo and marketing for months at a time to tell you, here comes some shit. You heard one whisper of my shit, and niggas is waiting on it, looking for it. We looking through forums. We asking niggas, y'all checking my Twitters. I don't have to do shit but be there. The last album, nigga dropped one freestyle on LA Leakers, and niggas was like, bro, if this the kind of energy you bringing on the album, I'm all in that bitch. Like,
the one thing that did me for J. Cole, I mean, I liked him, but it was one shit I'm gonna say I wasn't fucking with him like I should have been or something. The song Role Models.
Oh, yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw a video. He was performing it, and the crowd was rapping the lyrics. The crowd was white people.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, like, what the fuck am I doing first?
That remind me of Non-Stop with Drake or the Jay through the 6 with my woes and shit.
Jay did it on a talk show, and they was asking him, like, I mean, he was saying, like, the person asked him about, like, you know, do you think your music is, you know, whatever? And he was like, I mean, come on, man. It's all white people, like all middle-aged suburban white people. And this boy was like, allow me to reintroduce the whole crowd.
My name is
H to the O. These are soccer moms. Like this ain't Pookie and them from up the block. Like these are soccer moms. And fucking Fortune 500 company workers in this audience, and they knew the lyrics. So to see like fucking J. Cole stand on the stage and have a crowd rap your song word for word, and this ain't your demographic. This ain't even close to your demographic.
And you ain't as mainstream.
You not.
Yeah.
So like you say, you just say a date, you drop it. This nigga ain't putting videos and shit like that.
Nah.
Barely got.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
barely got features on it. Barely got features, and it still go platinum.
Yeah.
Actually, that video. When I watched that YouTube video, seeing them white people rapping the song, I made sure I went and learn the song.
I would.
Ain't no motherfuckers. Some white people gonna know more about black music than me.
I would take a if we having a debate over who the best rapper,
because
who the current go. If you say J. Cole, I would respect your answer. If you say Kendrick, I would respect your answer.
I would go with Kendrick simply because like each album that he did was different. Like yeah, his first one, his debut album. Well, Section 80 doesn't really count because it's a mixtape, but you know,
Good Kid,
Mad City. It was like a straight West Coast.
Yeah,
album. Like you was like, oh damn,
it's a Pimp a Butterfly, Parliament,
jazzy, psychedelic, like conscious. He swept that, and
we
then
ain't heard that
damn was more like, all right, you want me to rap on some trap beats? I'm gonna do that shit, and I'm gonna let your ass have it.
But then it's like the thing about what I say is Kendrick, because it's like the thing about I like Kendrick's delivery and his like flow, like his versatility. Like I'm still bringing you this Kendrick, like you know it's Kendrick, but I'm like doing it on like different shit. It's like the shit with
confused sometimes.
Like loyalty, like I listen to Humble, and then I like listen to Loyalty, and then be like, damn, that nigga snaps on both songs, and one of them is like a more pop-ish track. You got Rihanna featured on one type shit, and it's like I be listening to Loyalty. Yeah. Kung Fu, Kenny Now, my resume, a real enough for 2 millennia. And it's like, I'm like, shit, this nigga snapping. And this shit, but it's like, J. Cole, he's like, his flow is like consistent. Like, I know what this nigga finna come with. I know it's finna be heavy bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, he finna switch the flow a couple times, probably do some fast shit, maybe slow it down. But that's like, and that's why it's just so tough.
But you know, there's something I ain't seen him do with this last album. He didn't do storytelling, really. He do a lot. In the beginning, he was doing a lot of storytelling.
Yeah.
Even
KOD,
Wet Dreams was kind of a storyteller. Like when he did this song.
Yeah, like his verses, like I'm walking you through it, and now he never has. Yeah, like I'm walking you through some shit.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say that storytelling. Like I like that in him too. I haven't seen it lately, but I mean he ain't. But it ain't. I'm not saying that to discredit.
I feel like he been getting so much flack for just like, bro, you're just like nigga, we just want to see you rap, like rap and snap, like on, like he said, on trap type beats. And you're like, okay, you niggas think like, you know, that's why when he said that shit in 21 Savages a lot, he was like, okay, no problem, I show up on everyone album, you know what the outcome would be, I'm batting 1,000. They got to the point that these rappers don't even like rapping with me. Fuck it, cause my nigga 21 Savages, like he just like let niggas know, like bro, you want me on this shit, I can do that shit, that's no problem. However, I don't like that's not particularly my lane. But if you niggas need me to scorch that bitch,
I'll say the reason that I say like if you say one of them two artists, like I won't argue with you, I won't debate it. I only done seen you only like if you've been following hip hop long enough, you know when you see a great one, right? You know, it ain't even like, I mean, it's like, you know, the music they put out and shit, but like they got like a presence or aura. Like, you know, when they step in the building, like hip hop finna change.
Yeah.
Like, I see that with Cole, I see that with Kendrick, and the last time I seen that was with Wayne. The last time I seen him before that, that was Jay.
Yeah,
that was Jay.
You know, I'm gonna give you that because that's good. That was, and that's a good thing because you was read my mind going into the topic because that was going into the topic.
Yeah.
Like, who can we say that's like greatest of the all times as of right now as current? Just you know, in the '90s and stuff, we had so many artists.
We did.
That was greatest of all time, and they had their own style.
Yeah, we did, and like, it's no disrespect and no knock to nobody else who was killing it in the '90s. The Locks, Scarface, NWA, whoever. But when you look at the gauntlet, when you look at all the rappers who was there at that time, and when we go to the year 2000, we've emerged from the 90s. We're in the year 2000. Who was standing on top of the podium? That was Jay.
Yeah.
He didn't made it through the knocks from on Eminem, I Rapped You.
Yeah.
He didn't came past the you rapping like Das Effects and shit on Reasonable Doubt. You biting Biggie lines, you doing all this shit. He didn't came through all that shit, and at the end of that decade, at the end of that era, he was right there.
Yeah.
Like, and then the next time you seen that, when you heard Quarter One the first time, you knew that you was listening to history. You was listening to magic happening.
You talking about from Wayne when he was
when you heard the Quarter One.
You just
when you heard Go DJ. When you
it was like something different. It was like, okay.
Yeah, like niggas from the South don't rap like that.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't Southern rap, but it's Southern rap. It's from a Southern rap artist. Like, who emerged out of that camp? Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne, the biggest person to come out of fucking Cash Money, bar none. So when you heard the Quarter One and you heard him rap, you seen the same thing that you saw 10 years prior with fucking Jay. When we get to your Coles and your Kendricks, you see it happening again. You see that same thing. Y'all two had walked out the room, but I was just saying on the timeline, the reason I don't argue, like, if you say Cole or Kendrick is your top MC, if you think either one of them is the GOAT,
like the GOAT, like right now for this current generation,
the greatest rapper right now, I won't argue with that, because when you see them, like, it's their content, but like when you see that, it's like an aura, right? They presence, you know, when you watching something magical happening. Them, and the last time we seen them before them was Wayne. You knew when you heard the Quarter One that something different was happening. You hadn't heard that before. I heard 500 Degrees, The Block Is Hot, Lights Out. This one the same way. Like, I knew I was listening to history. This is a Southern rapper who ain't rapping from the South. Like, this was the last time you seen it before that was Jay. And we talked about your Talibs, your NWAs, your Wyclefs, all these motherfuckers who was there in the 90s, in that pantheon, in that gauntlet. And when we cross over to 2000, who was sitting on top of that podium? It was only Hove. He done made it through the Eminem shit. He done made it through the you rapping like Big Daddy Kane shit, the you biting Biggie shit. When we cross over from the 90s, the likes of all these other motherfuckers, and he said it on the Excuse Me Miss, the only niggas moving units is M, Pimp Juice, and us. That was Nelly, Eminem, and himself. You knew it. You seen it happening in real time. By the time 2004 hit, it was no debate. You could debate, but you was going to lose that argument from anybody who was listening to hip-hop currently at that time. It was gonna be some niggas who said Nas or whatever because of Ether. But if you look at their career trajectory, if you go album for album, song for song, and you got a mass of people, Jay gonna win that. That's a losing battle. If you ask their contemporaries, Jay gonna win that. The two niggas who is destined to be forever immortalized as icons. One of them signed to Jay, and one of them damn lost his mind when Jay sent him a verse on "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" remix. That's the God. It's new niggas. These little whoever's and these little motherfuckers now, dude, ESTG. Maybe nobody else knows who that was. I didn't know who it was.
I only heard bro name. I've heard like
he signed to G.O.A.T. He was talking about Mean Ho. Ho called him down and said, "Hey, come down Kentucky, kick it with me, the Super Bowl shit." He's like, "All right." He was like, "For sure, we gonna hit the studio and shit. Don't bring none of your ghostwriters because they told me that you had ghostwriters and shit. Like, you could leave them. Don't bring them to the studio and shit." And
he told EST this?
Yeah, and like EST was like laughing and shit. And he was like, "Nah," but like bro was dead serious. He's like, I ain't got no ghostwriters or nothing. But like Hov was serious. Like he had heard that somebody had said that about me. Like, nah. He was like, "It's so crazy." He like, "That nigga just a street nigga who got $1 billion. Like, you see a lot of niggas and shit, like rappers and shit, and he like, them niggas be weird and shit. Like, they be on weird shit, or they supposed to be like gangsta, macho, and all this shit.
Yeah.
And they younger than Hov, and he's supposed to be the real niggas." And he was like, "Them niggas weird." He like, "That nigga Hov not weird."
It's a girl I know, know of. She went to like a Migos concert one time. It was in St. Louis, and she was like, I guess one of the fortunate, celebrities. Pull some bitches from the crowd or whatever, come back to the hotel, knock them off, send them back, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So apparently she made the collective, in the group, and she was just like, she was there, and she was just like, yeah, like on some 100 shit, like the Migos like some cornball. She like, Quavo's like a cornball ass nigga, like how I see you, like she's like being around Quavo in person, she like he's like a cornball. She's like Offset, like he try to shit too hard, and she was like, and Takeoff just like a weird ass nigga, like in the corner. Like just like what it like bro good over there, like she's like them niggas like she's like I fuck with Quavo. She's like that's my baby, this, that, and the other. She's like, but after meeting that nigga, it just kinda like, and she was just like, wow, that nigga's like a real life cornball. And I was just like, that shit.
And then to go into subtopic with that, like why can't newer rappers appreciate the success that they have instead of constantly fucking it up?
What you mean?
Basically,
like going to jail and shit.
Like going to jail over the dumbest shit.
So, here's
true. I'll give you that, but this newer generation right now is just making it even worse. This what happened.
This is say what I'm finna.
Go ahead.
This is my theory. You remember when we was listening to rap and shit? Like, it was important for you to be authentic, right? Mm-hmm. So when you heard about Jay like selling crack and Marcy and shit, it's niggas who not rappers, who not famous. It been in interviews like, nah, Jay used to stand on the corner right there and hustle rocks and Marcy. Yeah. Nas was right over there on Queensbridge, like he was moving packs. We seen it happen. Yeah. He really was out there with guns. Niggas had shooters and shit. Like, that was such an important thing to be authentic. A lot of rappers, even from the golden age of hip hop, the 90s, there's a lot of rappers who wasn't really about that, but that's what you rapped about because that's what you knew. Mm-hmm. Ice Cube an actor. We know that. He not that. It's niggas from Inglewood. Like, nah. Dre not really from Compton. He from a place that's adjacent to Compton, but not really Compton. His mail don't say Compton. Right? Yeah. But these personas, you were supposed to believe that. So when you got niggas who born after this shit, this next upcoming generation of rappers,
Gotti's, the babies,
we gotta really do it. We gotta really do it.
Because so, niggas is checking credentials.
Niggas check your credentials. You go to jail, they checking paperwork. T.I. will tell you all about it. You sold packs? We need to see. Niggas pulling up in your hood. When Lil Flip said he had his block on lock, T.I. drove out to Lil Flip's hood in Cloverland with a camera exposing niggas. When that shit happened, niggas was like, nah, we gotta really be what we talking about. If we say we sold drugs and we been in the trap, not only do we have to have been there, like, you might need to still see us in the trap. So, and this is just my working theory, I think that it seems so much more prevalent now because niggas want to be authentic. So you can't talk about being a shooter. You got to be a shooter. That's why you see niggas go catch 3 bodies. That's why you see Pooh Shiesty. He got a song called Back in Blood. I got my own fire. Don't need security in the club. He got into it with a security guard. Somebody slapped. He had bands in his pocket. Somebody slapped his money. He trying to pick it up. He standing on stage. He like, get my shit back or whatever. You know, he got his pistol out. The security guard told him to put it up. He like, nah, niggas robbed me. I need my shit back. Like, I'm gonna get it back by any means. That's what your song was about. And you got into a further altercation with the security guard. You started letting rounds off in the club. You shot the security guard. You on trial for that. And then some niggas was supposed to bring you some weed and all this shit. Y'all robbing the plug. You running off on the plug. We ain't just saying it. We really running off on the plug. So when the plug came with the weed, you and your guys outside of a Lamborghini with semi-autos. Y'all ready to put his ass down. Don't do it. Don't run. He tried to run. Y'all shot that nigga. He lived. And then he went and told the feds what the shit, what the fuck y'all was on. Like, niggas really want to do this shit. Niggas getting caught with bricks of cocaine in a tour bus. You riding around in a $400,000 Bentley and you got all unregistered weapons. Well, nah. Having security is pussy. We don't walk around with security. We real. It's just me. I'm out here dolo. I don't need them niggas. All right, cool. And you really trying to adhere to that? You really growing up believing the shit that your Jeezys, your T. By the time these niggas got record deals, they ain't in the streets no more. Jeezy went in the. You heard Jeezy record? He talking about same spot for days, same trap for months, 2 AKs and a box of blunts. That's bullshit. Because when he said that, Jeezy had probably like a whole team of financial investors. He got motherfucking Roth IRAs. He got investment ventures. He got fucking real estate. He ain't seen a chopper in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
When he was with BMF and all that shit.
I think he was still out there when he was Snowman, when boys got work. These boys got, when he was that little group part.
That was Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
That was the tail end. Yeah. That was right after BMF went down, because Jeezy then rapped about him really having $1 million before he ever had a record deal. That was true. You was out there moving dope with Big Meech and them. Big Meech and them, they shit verified, they stamped, they did time. We know. It was big ass Rico case. We know. So Jeezy was really there. They tried to indict Jeezy. They didn't find no evidence against him. Or they couldn't find enough evidence against him to substantiate bringing charges against him. He got lucky. He skated.
Would this be allegedly or facts?
No, it's facts.
Facts, okay.
He went to trial.
All right, cool.
He got off. You think he went back to the trap? Hell fucking no. When they took down the entire BMF organization, everybody went down. From the top to the bottom. Wives, kids, everybody went to fucking jail when BMF went down. So you think Jeezy went right back to Atlanta and started slanging dope? Absolutely not. He got his ass in that studio and he started rapping the rhymes of his life. But you niggas grew up listening to that. Alright, cool. We gotta be authentic. And this is what you see now. Like, the prime example, maybe the biggest market for this shit, niggas from Chicago. Everybody talk about the Chicago rappers. How come so many people dying? Big theory that people say on some Illuminati shit, like Lil Durk, rapper from Chicago. He's sacrificing it. Everybody who get around Durk get killed. He's sacrificing motherfuckers. And somebody took that and put a caption under it. It's like, no, this is just the first time y'all seen rappers really be about what they saying. So when these rappers rap songs about shooting up motherfuckers and getting into it with the police and slinging dope and all that shit, they currently doing it. They ain't rapping about shit they did 15 years ago. This shit that you can go to Lamrock, Normal Avenue in Chicago, and you can see these niggas on the block, you'll get shot in real life. Like, niggas got videos of niggas just shooting niggas on a random Tuesday. So it ain't no crazy shit or nothing. It's just, this is the first time that you done seen niggas really be about that shit. It's a gang war in Chicago that's been going on since Hoover got locked up.
Well, it's also a little different too, because I'll say the rap game is a little different than it was before. Like, in the sense of age. Like, the people, like you say, Jeezy did it before and then he got to rap.
Yeah.
These kids is 18, 19, 20 years old.
Younger than that sometimes.
Right.
Yep.
And so they're in the time that they're doing it, like, let's say, like Jeezy and everybody else was. But how media is set up, these guys get famous quicker than they did back in the day.
They do.
Back in the day, you had to really hustle and try to get a deal.
Yeah.
Right now, all you got to do is fucking
go viral one time.
Yeah. So
drop your shit on SoundCloud and you sold.
So it's not even so much that it's just, I think nothing has really changed. And if you take this time frame of like thug, hood rapper, whatever title you want to give them, gangster rapper. Like, at this point in their life, they grew up in projects, sold drugs, out here gun shooting, blah, blah, blah. Got a record deal, famous, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
All that is the same, except for now, the get famous part is back here.
Yeah.
They getting famous younger.
Yeah.
So all that shit that's happening with them, that surrounds them, is getting famous with them as well.
Yeah. I say it's a 2-part. I think that explains half of it, and I think the other half of it is, it's a difference in what they do once they get famous.
Yeah.
Rappers then got famous and got the fuck out. Everybody bought cribs in Miami and in LA, over here, over there. They left the hood.
But they young. That's one of the things. You can't tell a young person nothing too much.
Right.
They hard-headed. They got to get older first and learn to mature.
These motherfuckers, not only do you get the deal quicker, y'all deals are more lucrative. Like, ex-niggas from the 90s, how them record deals were set up. They was getting
shady than the motherfucker.
They was getting hold back then.
Because even Method Man talked about that on...
look at Wayne. Yeah. It ain't no way that Wayne should have ever been... tax evasion, that should have never happened when you the forefront of one of the biggest labels to ever exist in hip hop. One of the biggest. The only people who had a better deal than Cash Money was No Limit.
Yep.
The only people. Like, they deal with setups real similar to P's deal. Birdman and
was it like 70-30, something like that?
For distro.
Yeah.
The 30% was on distribution. Like,
and they retain ownership of the masters.
Yes, like that's a stupid fucking deal. P's was like 90-10. And the 10% was only for you get your cut from distro. That's it. So when you distributing them sales and shit, you get a little 10% of that. We get 90% of everything else. Touring, all that shit. Cash Money deal was damn near as good. There's no way that anybody who came, and especially not the Fremen, imagine P being broke. But Wayne was under some real shit. Had to talk to Hov and get them lawyers involved to get your assets right. That should have never happened. So niggas back then was getting Hov. These niggas, now these kids, getting dropped. It was big remember when 50 got signed? $1 million. He got $1 million deal from M. And that was crazy at the time.
Yeah, it's
$1 million deal.
I remember he gave him a watch. I thought that's how
the watch is more like, welcome to the label and stuff. But he signed $1 million. The watch was free. The deal was $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah,
that was 50's deal, and that was unheard of at the time. Like that shit made like CNN, MSNBC, like white people was talking about. Rapper 50 Cent signs a deal with Interscope, Aftermath. $1 million. That was on the cover of every magazine. That never happened before. And now you got kids who getting 4 times, 5 times, 6 times that off of deals. A 2-album contract. You get an $8 million. You getting paid $8 million. And you got to deliver 2 albums. That's crazy. So,
because back in the day, the interjecting stuff back in the day, in the 90s, from probably like about 2007. The contracts that they had was more like 3 to 5 albums.
3 to 5 albums.
Then you're done.
And you don't own your masters.
Yeah.
And you only own part of your publishing. And then everything is in advance. It's got to be recouped.
That's still about right now. I mean, 3 to 5 albums.
Some, not like it used to be.
Like some niggas get $10 million off of 1 album deal.
Yeah, because now they're going towards singles now. Because are shorter like EPs and stuff. They're going back to the EPs again.
Yeah, well, you only get paid off for 10 tracks on the album anyway. Yeah. That's why albums got shorter. You don't get 20-something albums no more because artists got smart. Like, you going to pay me for 10, and these other 11 that I'm finna do, you ain't going to give me shit on that. Well, then I should only make my album 10 songs long. Yeah, the fans going to suffer, but shit, I'm suffering by putting in all this work and you ain't paying me on it.
Unless it goes streaming, because it's totally different. Because streaming, they're not gonna get paid as much.
Yeah, you get
unless you Drake. Drake will be on somebody. Yeah.
Drake, Justin Bieber, motherfuckers like that. You ain't making no money from streaming. You making all your money from touring. Michael Jackson tried to sell you. But yeah, it's a difference in what niggas do with the money too. Mm-hmm. You think that the first thing, I ain't even like from as some of these circumstances that these niggas from. Like these niggas like freestyling and making crack deals in the video. Like, this is real life going on. And you give me a few $1 million, we gone. We gone. Mama, brother, sister, pops, if he around, we're going. The homeboys, too. We about this bitch. We finna go to the hills. Leave that dope there. Leave them guns there. Get your shit clean. Get the fuck out of here. Let's hire security detail. All that shit. We ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
And these niggas like, nah. I'm finna slide down the block now in a Bentley. I'm gonna take this $3 million that you gave me. I'm gonna spend $500,000 of it on the whip, and then I'm gonna come be on the same block that I've been on.
Who's that? Go forward. No, you the music I'll tell you. It's a dude here from East St. Louis. He's always wearing the crown.
That's Mooka brother.
I don't know what the fuck Mooka is.
Pac on them. You know who Mooka is. That's Paco people, but that's Lorraine.
Okay. But I'll give you something about the money, but here's this dude finna show up. I wanna know if you know who he is. Cause you talking about what they do with the money. Here they are.
That's Mooka. She was a grade under us, but that's Pac on them people.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
So
that's her little brother.
So Stein, so your perspective is going towards more of like they still trying to be authentic.
That's Lorraine right there.
They're still trying to be more authentic and just instead of just taking the money and investing themselves to a better life, they're like, well, fuck it, we got the money, let's continue staying in the hood. Whereas Gunner's more of like they're young.
Know who that is. You can talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Gunner, so your perspective is more of like they're young, so they don't know any better. And once they get their money, it's like they're just gonna just, blow up and throw it away and just be like, I'm gonna live a fast life instead of just that. Instead of that long money, they doing like that short money. Like here, bam, I'm gonna live my life, YOLO, fuck it.
Yeah, and that's it. Because even older rappers did that shit too. They get their money, and it's like a status. You can't be this rapper, big time rapper, if you ain't got this, that, and that. This.
I don't know who that is.
He looked familiar. That's one thing. Like I don't know if he's an athlete or if he's a rapper, but I know the watch he got on his right hand is iced the fuck out. And he in the VIP. It's him. This is Miami. But and even now, like the same thing. Like I look at this shit. I forget who I just saw. Somebody recently. Actually, there's another dude, young kid. His name is like Osiris or something. Little light skinned dude. He be singing, and like he still haven't blown up. Like his name ain't mentioned, but I've seen him I've seen his name get mentioned somewhere before. And
yeah,
he's around. He just ain't blew up. But like he constantly blowing his money, like he doing silly shit with his money, and I'm just like, you might want to invest that shit.
Yeah,
put it to the side because you still up and coming. You ain't made it yet. Because who's to say you do make it or don't? And if you don't, you're gonna be sitting over here and that money gone.
Yeah.
And nobody teaches. That's just like us. Nobody taught us how to save money, invest, or fucking credit scores. None of that shit.
Yeah.
We had to learn that when we get older. These ain't nothing but regular people like us who just got money quick. Because I wouldn't. If you gave me the money, I'd do the same dumb shit. I mean, not right now.
So you feel it's still the same. It's just like basically nothing hasn't really changed. It's the same thing, repeated process over and over.
Yeah.
It's just new generation got more money, pretty much.
Yeah, and they doing more dumb shit with it.
Yeah.
Like because even honestly, I don't know. I'm not in that lifestyle, so I don't know how they rate their money or even how they value themselves. Because I'm looking at certain shit like, how do you have that house and all those cars? Like, where's your money coming from?
Yeah, because how is you continually pay? Like, you got a $300,000 house, you got $1 million deal, but you still have to incorporate taxes. You still got to incorporate, paying your peoples, stylists, haircuts, everything, cars.
Your house is $1 million.
Yeah.
You just bought $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 cars. That's $2 million right there.
Gone.
And now you still got jewelry, clothes, the splurge money you doing.
I mean, which kind of shed some light on that, and like that's the reason why them two was beefing Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy owned his Lambo, and Bow Wow was leasing his. Like that's a big thing that rappers do. Go lease some cars, get long-term leases. Like you go to like some of these high-end car places, you can lease it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And that's cheaper than you forking over $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 for this Lambo. Like, no, I just
rent it.
Pay $30,000. Pay $30,000.
Rent it for like a month.
I just had this conversation with y'all. Somebody at work, but it was talking about a rapper or whoever, and he was saying all the jewelry he bought was fake. He never had real jewelry. He had fake jewelry.
I know which account said. Ugly Guy said that in an interview. He like, I just got some real good fake jewelry, but yeah, my jewelry fake as fuck. Like,
and to me, that's smarter.
Yeah,
because one of the things like, who knows if your shit is real?
Unless they got the little diamond tester thing where they just be like,
"Hey, what's up?" New now.
Yeah, because
what I'm saying though, like there was that whole I forget who came up with the scenario. You take a black woman and a white woman, and you give them both Louis bags.
Yeah.
Who got the real one? Who got the fake one? They automatically don't think the white woman got the real one just because she white and she got money. You think she got money. You automatically think black people are fake.
Yeah.
Dealing with the bootleg shit.
Yeah.
But no, only people that only people that know what's real is not the person who owns it.
Yeah.
We as people don't. So when you look at your rappers, like if I was a rapper and I blew up, I might have me a real chain or something here or there. But for a lot of the shit, it'd be costume jewelry for my music videos and little dumb shit. And also, a lot of the bigger rappers, they don't wear all their jewelry like these new cats do. Because they know when you put all them shit songs, you're finna get robbed. That's why they usually wear their jewelry for like photo shoots or album or video shoots. Yeah. They don't wear them when they go on tour or whatever.
And not just rob, this shit heavy to perform in. Shit break, you lose it. Like, that's a common ass thing. Like, all these young rappers and shit, like, I was watching, like, On the Rocks is a little show where rappers get a chance to, like, showcase their jewelry. They had, like, everybody on there. And one of the rappers was on there. He was like, I bought the same chain over, like, 5 times. Like, I was running late for my plane. I left a Rolex in the hotel room. I left some iced out goggles on the airplane one time. Like, just crazy shit. Like, and these shits is like,
$30,000 and
$30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 items, and y'all just losing them.
That's what I was thinking about. Spending money and shit. Where's it coming from? McGregor. I was watching the thing. They was talking about, it's like he just bought a Lamborghini boat. Yeah. One of few. Yeah. Like they're just now putting out Lamborghini boats. Yeah. And he has one of them. Yeah. It's like I forget the price. It's a couple million. It's either 1.4 million, 3. Yeah. It's something. And that's just the boat. Yeah. Let alone his car collection. Yeah. His watch collection. Yeah. One of his watches is $1 million. And he got numerous Rolexes. Yeah. Like, how?
He got a whiskey brand. That's quite lucrative.
Is that new?
Nah, he had it for some years.
You talking about McGregor? And then plus he got
I didn't know about the whiskey thing because they showed his house here, and they showed his house in Ireland. Yeah. And like I said, his cars and all this shit. And I'm looking at the line of cars. I know what them bitches cost. Like, how? Like, I mean, to me, like, let's say your fight was $40 million or whatever. I don't know what the fight would be going. $30 million. You just blew. I'm looking at $30 million right now. Yeah. So now what? You got to get the next fight, huh? But then your next fight, he also got his clothing line too.
Conor McGregor, and this was on April 23rd, 2021. Conor McGregor just got even richer. The UFC star and his business partner sold their majority stake in Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey to Proximo Spirits in a deal that is worth up to $600 million. That's a big fucking payday.
Oh, so he good. He said.
Okay, so that.
Yeah, so there you go. Because I was gonna say you got to think about it first. He was getting decent money at UFC, not a lot, but just enough, like a couple of few million. Then when he did the infamous fight with your boy Mayweather,
because he got a bunch of fucking money. When he get I don't know. He at least got $30-40 million for that fight. One fight, one night.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even if I got $30 million off of one fight, and I turn around and bought the shit that he got,
you probably
I'd be broke.
Yeah.
As far as like jewelry go, and this is like why I don't wear. I've seen this firsthand on a much smaller scale, but anytime that I've had jewelry, maybe like a couple of times, I had some rings that was like iced out, and when I went and sold them, they weren't worth shit. Mm-hmm. It's just you get scrap prices.
Yeah, $250 in the jawbreaker.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay what I paid for them and shit. But the diamonds, they don't have real value. Raw, uncut gems have value in like industry and shit. Mm-hmm. Using the tip drills and shit for like high heat, high pressure, like boring and shit like that. Yeah, because it's so hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to that movie Uncut Gems about Adam Sandler with that precious African was it jewel that he had? I forgot the name of what it was, but
but it's got a lot of uses in industry and shit. But as far as like jewelry, the only time a diamond is worth something is when a motherfucker's selling it to you. So when you see rappers, and it's a difference between factory set and aftermarket. You can buy a Rolex Datejust, and you can get Rolex to put in Rolex diamonds. That watch retains its value. You can get, as long as Rolex do it, you can do whatever you want to do to the watch that Rolex will do if you got the money for it. That watch will retain its value. But you see him go to Icebox, Johnny Dang, back in the late 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, it was Jacob the Jeweler.
Yep. He's still around. That's kind of $1 million watch with Jacob.
Yeah. Like, you did all that, you take your watch, you spend $50,000 on it, and then a jeweler goes in, drill a bunch of holes all over the band, all through the bezel and all that shit, put these diamonds in here, and now that $50,000 watch that would have went up in value each year because it's hard to get them, now it's only worth $10,000. Somebody might give you $10,000 for that watch, maybe less than that. Like, you depreciate the fuck out of it anytime you do aftermarket, and it's such a big thing for these motherfuckers to, no, I gotta ice it out, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at rappers who rich, and look at the kind of jewelry that they wear. Look at Hov. Hov got a ridiculous collection of fucking watches, a bunch of them one-of-ones. I think it's maybe one or two in there, Richard Mills, that are, they come from the factory with like blue sapphires and shit like that. It was commissioned by Jay-Z. He paid for Richard Mille to make this watch for him. But all his other shit, all factory. When you see him wearing jewelry and shit like that, other than like a couple of the iced out Rockefeller pieces and shit, grown man Jay-Z, the last jewelry that I seen him in, like chain or something like that 5% necklace that he had, and that was from Carmelo Anthony.
The what necklace?
5%er. Necklace of the guys on the earth. That was from Carmelo Anthony. He stole it from Carmelo. Air quotes. And before that was his, what did he have? The 5 kilo Cuban?
Yeah.
Big ass Cuban. That Cuban was solid gold. So the price of gold went up since he bought that.
Yeah.
So if he ever decides to sell that, even if you just selling it for just your scrap price, somebody gonna smelt this shit down and use it to make whatever else. The value of that, because it's only gold, ain't no diamonds in there, it's just gold, the value of that go up. When you gotta let's say you buy a good example of that is the fucking Rainbow Daytona. Daytona Rolex. Rainbow, it's got different color stones in the bezel. A used one, I think, is going for $50,000. If you got a brand new one in the box, they can be sold as high as anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000. And the watch was probably less than $100,000 when it was being sold.
Yeah,
and that's how much it didn't appreciate it. All factory. You didn't have to go nobody to ice it out or do no goofy shit like that. You just bought it like that. In response to rappers wanting to go out and ice out all their watches and shit like that, Audemars Piguet, AP. There are a lot of name that people rap about and shit. And, I got the AP on my wrist and all that shit. They have for their Royal Oak, which is like their most popular style of watch.
Yeah.
They do something now called frosted gold. So you take the watch, all in gold, white gold or rose gold, whatever, and they have a little tool and a little mini hammer, and they get under the microscope and they etch it out in a pattern. It's almost like if you from the grill days, diamond cuts.
Yeah.
You didn't really have diamonds in there. It's just the way that the gold was cut and shine. They do that with their watches. So frosted gold. You got a white gold one. When the light hit it, it's dancing just like you got diamonds in there, but you ain't destroyed the watch at all. It's all still solid gold. When you go sell that motherfucker, the value only going up on that. That's a smart move to do if you gonna buy your jewelry like that. You gonna purchase some jewelry, make sure it's appreciated. Or if it's something that's gonna depreciate, don't get all Hollywood and the cameras talking about what you spent on the watch and all that shit, because you sound dumb. Like when you hear this ride, this one about $400,000 right there, and they got a $20,000 watch and they ain't spent all this money on these diamonds that's not really worth anything. That's dumb shit. Like, it's the difference between buying your house, right? You get a loan from the bank and you pay the down payment and the closing costs. You've bought your house, right? Or you could take $400,000, check, money wire, bank wire, whatever, or cash, and you can buy your house. It don't matter which way you do it, both people gonna say they bought their house. When somebody go do a 5-year lease on a vehicle, they leasing their own. What'd you pay for your car? Oh, it's about $40,000. I bought my car, bought a new car. They're not telling you they're paying a car note every month. They just say I bought my car. Yeah, it's the difference between buying your car and then taking $50,000 cash to the dealer and be like, you figure out the paperwork, give me the keys and some dealer plates, and buying your car. It's a difference, and I think that a lot of people, they like to use the former instead of the latter. I just bought a $3 million house. No, you didn't. You're renting $25,000 a month. Let's call a spade a spade. I mean, and it don't matter. Like your Jay-Z did the same thing. They bought the fucking big ass Malibu. Yeah, they bought the big ass Malibu mansion. Yeah. I think that's the last house they bought in California or something. Big Malibu mansion, $25 million. They paid the down payment on it, and they use their credit and shit to keep up the monthly payments. Right. Credit get higher and shit like that, and you still got your liquid capital to do whatever you want to do with it. And it ain't like Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't got the money. They could buy a neighborhood of Malibu mansions, but why would I tie up my liquid assets like that when I can just finance it? And with the kind of credit y'all got, you can get a dumb rate. You could get 0.01% financing. You'll pay them a little bit of money, but with the money that you're going to make off of investing, the money that you would have used to buy this flat out, that's a drop in the bucket. Whatever the interest is on that loan you got, that's casual. That's passive income. you draw that off of the shit you got sitting in the bank. That'll pay off the interest on your house and then some. Like, it's just ways to do it. I always say, like, you want to be in a position. Watch what motherfuckers in that position do. Watch how they got there. Like, one dude came in and talked to me. Morgan Stanley in Financial. He was like a senior executive or something like that. He came in Sprint back when I worked at Sprint, Child Sprint. Yeah. And he came in to get set up with his family. Everybody wanted new iPhones, iPad. The dog wanted an iPad and shit. Whatever.
You said the dog?
Yeah, not for real, but like, And I was asking him. He was just, we had a chance to talk or whatever, because it take a minute to set up that many lines, and he was saying like about decisions that you make with your money and shit, and I was like, I want to buy a car or whatever, but I don't want to pay a car note, because the instability of working a job versus working a career. And he was like, you shouldn't do that. And I was like, what you mean? Like, I buy it flat out, I ain't gotta pay no note or nothing like that. And he pretty much told me the same thing what Jay-Z did about the house. He was like, look at how much capital you're going to tie up in paying that. Let's say it's a $20,000 car, and you'll have the money to buy it. All right, cool. You spend that $20,000, And then what happens next? What money do you have if an emergency happens? What happens if something comes up? What happens if you lose your job? Yeah, you got your car, but you don't have any more liquid assets to divest into anything else. The only thing you have is a bill that's going to keep increasing the longer you keep the car. You're like, you bought it 20 grand, cool, and it's running just fine until that first maintenance. And then that turns into that, and that turns into tires, and that turns into brakes, and that turns into servicing the engine and all this shit. Even if you drive it perfectly, and for that $20,000, you spend exponentially more the longer that you kept the car. You're gonna keep it because you paid for it.
But even if you don't, I mean, if you do keep it, you making payments, you paying more than 20 grand.
Yes.
And you still got to pay those maintenance cost fees.
You will pay more than that over time.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's what he just said, though. You said one of the things you said, over time you keep the car brand new.
Yeah, you're gonna end up paying. You're right. You're gonna end up paying more than that over time. But what he recommended was don't lease to own, lease to lease, and that's what a lot of people do. Never own a car. You lease it for an amount of time and you trade it in.
Does that work on that bill's credit?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you lease to lease instead of leasing to own, it's like perpetually making good credit payments. Mm-hmm. And let's say you keep the car for 3 years. The amount of money that you're going to pay, even with the financing charge and shit, because usually leasing to lease, those terms are shorter than leasing to own.
Yeah,
and your monthly payments...
Like 18 months, 24 months.
Yeah, and your payments are cheaper per month because you're not owning the car in the end. So...
Only thing, there's plus and negatives to it though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he
recommends never own a car.
Yeah.
He recommends paying on a car. Like you could go, like I would, depending if you want to own. Like I'll let you release that new 2022 Mercedes AMG.
Yeah.
You release that for 2 years, and you take it back in. I'm gonna follow right behind. I'm gonna go buy that one.
Yeah.
And then probably get it for half the price.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you, let's say making a payment on a 2022 Mercedes AMG. You turn that bitch in and you just jump right into after 2 years, the 2024 AMG.
Yeah.
Same payments. You keeping the new car every so many years.
Yeah.
It's like you essentially got a new car for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said, you're right about it being, pluses and minuses to both, to any situation that you choose to get in. But from
I think leasing, they pay the maintenance fees on those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you always
is
under
better.
warranty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but just
from
from
your mileages are limited. If you go over so many miles, so it's not like a car you can just take and drive across the country.
Yeah.
You could, but you gonna pay for it.
Yeah. But just
after all, you pay for it.
Yeah, just from a standpoint where you want to keep your liquid assets as free as possible to cover your incidentals, that's a very viable option.
And one of the other things to me too, part of because I know I drop cash on cars.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is because I got bad credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't go get that $20,000 car because they're not going to approve me for the loan.
Yeah.
So what I got to go do? Go cash.
Yeah.
Cash rules everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unfortunately, there's certain things. That's one thing I want to say, like, instead of buying in cash, loaning. Yeah, but I've been in a situation, like, I make really good money, and yet they will not give me a loan for a $30,000 car.
Yeah.
I make more than 3 times that a year.
Yeah.
And you won't give me a loan for this car over 5-year payment.
Yeah.
Like, that's some bullshit to me because of a credit score.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not to interrupt and stuff, we definitely got to shut it down. We're running out of time on this one. But it was a good conversation that we'll probably, discuss afterwards and stuff. But you know us, we appreciate you for listening. You know us, hit us on all the streaming sites. Shout out to Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. We love y'all pretty much, our international people. Deezer, we appreciate y'all. Keep up the love and support. Hit us up on our Facebook page if you want to get exclusive add-on. Hit us up. We'll let you know. We'll add you in. You get exclusive content. The No Host Bar Crew, that's our Facebook page. Also hit us up on our Instagram page at the No Host Bar Crew. Get pictures, funny stuff, exclusive videos and stuff. And also hit us up on our YouTube page, No Host Bar Crew. Like, hit, and subscribe that button. All previous episodes and visuals is going up on there as well. Our merchandise is coming soon, pretty shortly. I know we talked about it, but seriously, it's coming soon. Like, it's seriously coming soon. Like, no bullshit. It's seriously coming soon. So we got some more stuff coming in for y'all. So, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to shut this down. But Dr. Stein, if you can, take him out on a big chakra level.
Y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that. Y'all remember that.
Not yet, I thought. It sounds familiar.